Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will change everything you thought you knew about the NFL this season. This is not a drill. This is not some rumor floating around. ITS the real deal. And right now, in the secret chambers of the Washington Commanders' front office, a wave of chaos is unfolding. PHONES are ringing off the hook, cups of coffee are being DOWNED in hurry, and the air is thick with tension. What's happening? Something so incredible, so unprecedented, that even the most seasoned insiders are struggling to contain their shock. Because a superstar, an elite player who has turned HEADS all around the league, could soon be wearing the colors of the Commanders. But who is he? Who could possibly be this game changer, this sudden piece of the puzzle that could revolutionize the team's future? MY sources have confirmed something massive, a secret so big that ITS being kept locked behind closed doors, just waiting to be unveiled. And I promise you, you've never heard anything like this before. This is the type of news that sends shockwaves through the NFL world. ITS a move so audacious, so daring, that the entire league is watching with bated breath. If you're truly a football enthusiast, if you want to be one of the few in the know, then you better stay alert. Because the next few minutes will be the most important of your football life. And here's the deal. If you want to get the full insider scoop, if you want to be a part of this jaw-dropping revelation, I need you to hit that subscribe button now. Yes, right now, like this video. And activate that bell so you're the first to know when we drop the final, unfiltered details. Because in the NFL, big moves happen in the SHADOWS before they hit the spotlight. And tonight, you're going to be one of the few who knows the truth, long before anyone else. Now let us connect the dots. Because this isn't just about a player, ITS about a massive, strategic leap that could change the landscape of the NFC East and beyond. The Commanders, a team desperate for a spark, have been rifling through the draft, scanning the free agent market, and making secret moves behind the SCENES. Why? Because they know that to rise from the ASHES of a disappointing 5-12 season, they need more than just talent. They need a game changer. And that's where this entire saga starts. They have been searching for MONTHS. Yes, MONTHS. Behind closed doors, in undisclosed meetings, in private jet CABINS and high-security bunkers, been hunting. And then, out of the SHADOWS, a name started to surface. A player who's not just good, but a true difference maker. Some insiders even say that his name is being mentioned in the same breath as the best cornerbacks in the league, guys who can lock down top receivers and turn the tide of GAMES single-handedly. Who could it be? A pro bowler? An all-pro? A fan favorite? No, my friends. ITS something bigger, something far more complex. And I'm here to tell you the pieces are falling into place faster than anyone expected. But now the time has come for the big reveal. And on the count of 3, I'm going to drop a name that's going to send shockwaves through the NFL world. Are you ready? Here we go. I'm talking about RASULDOUGLAS. That's right. The same Rasul Douglas whose name has been whispered in NFL circles for months now, whose name has been linked to multiple teams, including the Packers, Bills, and even the Eagles at times. But now, the whispers have turned into a roar. Because the Washington Commanders, after months of clandestine negotiations, are reportedly close to sealing a deal that could redefine everything. And here's why. Rasul Douglas is no ordinary cornerback. He's a game-changing talent, an absolute ball hawk with a flair for the dramatic. The kind of player who can flip a game on its head in just one play. Let's break down what makes Rasul so irresistible. In the 2025 season with the Miami Dolphins, Douglas played 15 games. Imagine that. He was active almost every week, a testament to his durability and importance to the team. He finished the season with a total of 62 tackles, the highest since 2022, showing his relentless pursuit of the ball. But what really turns heads are his 13 passes defensed, including 2 clutch interceptions, one of which earned him AFC Defensive Player of the Week honors in Week 14 after shutting down the Jets in a 34-10 victory. Do you understand what that means? 2 interceptions in a game, big-time plays that can swing momentum in an instant. Rasul isn't just a coverage guy, he's a playmaker, an absolute predator, a guy who thrives under pressure. And let's talk about his style. He's versatile. He can operate in the slot, he can shadow receivers outside, and his physicality is unmatched. Historically listed at around 61, 200 pounds, Douglas combines size with agility, making him a nightmare for even the most talented wideouts. He's a reliable tackler, aggressive in run support, and has a knack for reading the quarterback's eyes, an instinct that borders on genius. When you watch him tape, you see a player with a sixth sense for the ball, a guy who's constantly in the right place at the right time. Now his career isn't decorated with Pro Bowls or All-Pros, yet. But in terms of market value, this guy is a diamond in the rough. His one-year deal with the Dolphins in 2025 was worth just $1.57 million. That's a steal. But what's happening now? The league is buzzing that Rasul Douglas, as an unrestricted free agent, is about to command multi-year deals, perhaps even in the $10 million per year range. And why not? When you consider his talent, his impact in the secondary, and his proven production, it's clear he's undervalued. So why does Washington want him? Because they desperately need a cornerstone. Their secondary ranked bottom in the NFL last season, dead last in yards allowed and 27th in points surrendered. Their defense was a sieve, leaking points every second of every game. The run defense was porous, and the secondary struggled to contain top receivers. They are starved for a shutdown corner, someone who can lock down their division rivals, especially the Eagles and Cowboys, who are loaded with elite pass catchers. Rasul Douglas offers exactly that, a proven playmaker who, with the right coaching and system, can elevate the entire defense. But it isn't just about the stats, it's about the intangibles. Insiders say that NFL authority figures have already begun praising Rasul publicly, calling him a perfect fit, a ball-hawking presence, someone who can bring swagger and leadership to what has been a struggling secondary. The Commanders' GM, Adam Peters, has been working behind the scenes like a true chess master, orchestrating this entire operation. They say that Peters has been in the shadows, analyzing film, negotiating with Rasul's camp, and crafting a deal that would make Douglas a cornerstone of Washington's future. And according to sources close to the negotiations, rival teams, like the Rams and the Falcons, are already trying to block the move or drive up the price, knowing the value Rasul would bring. It's a high-stakes game of chess, and nobody wants to lose out. But here's where it gets even more intense. The deal, if finalized, would come with some insane incentives. Performance bonuses that could push Rasul's earnings well beyond the initial $10 million per year mark, perhaps even adding in clauses for Pro Bowl selections, All-Pro honors, and playoff success. Imagine the headlines: Rasul Douglas, the man who turned the NFC East upside down. The guy who can be the difference between a mediocre team and a playoff contender. And the emotional reactions. For the Commanders' head coach Dan Quinn, this is a dream come true. A chance to finally build a defense that strikes fear into opponents. To see his vision come to life with a player who embodies everything he's looking for. Now, let's break down the financials. The Commanders' salary cap in 2026 is still being finalized, but sources expect a flexible cushion that allows these big signings. Rasul's market value, considering he's only 30, still in his prime, is projected to be around $8.10 million annually. That's a steal for a player of his caliber. And with some clever restructuring, releasing a couple of veteran contracts, or reworking existing deals, they could fit Rasul easily into their scheme. Imagine Rasul Douglas lining up on the outside, disrupting routes, intercepting key passes, and igniting the defense like few players can. His addition would instantly upgrade Washington's secondary from a liability to a weapon. And projections say he could rack up 4-6 interceptions next season, along with 50-plus tackles, forcing fumbles, and creating chaos for opposing QBs. This isn't hyperbole. This is the kind of impact that defines a franchise. In fact, when you compare it to past blockbuster trades, think the Rams acquiring Jalen Ramsey or the Seahawks snatching Richard Sherman. This move could be just as seismic. Rasul Douglas isn't just a free agent. He's a future cornerstone, a guy who could end up being the face of Washington's secondary for years to come. And teams are already whispering in the league's corridors about how he's the missing piece on defense. The one personality capable of transforming the entire unit from a disaster into a domination machine. Every rival GM and coach is watching nervously, knowing that Russell Douglas could be wearing the burgundy and gold by the start of training camp. And now, for the final, most electrifying part of this story. The clock is ticking. The next 48 hours are going to be crucial. Because the moment Russell Douglas signs on the dotted line, everything changes. Washington will suddenly go from a team searching for answers to a team with a newfound identity, fearless, aggressive, and relentless. Fans will erupt in ecstasy, social media will explode with memes and praise, and NFL analysts will be forced to revisit their power rankings, because the Commanders just made a statement. So I ask you, are you ready for the biggest story of 2026? Are you ready to witness history? Because once this move drops, once Russell Douglas officially becomes a Washington Commanders, nothing in the NFL will ever be the same again. And you, my friend, will be one of the very few who knew it all first. Keep your eyes glued, your ears open, and your heart ready. Because the NFL's most explosive, most groundbreaking trade rumor is about to become a stunning reality. And trust me, you'll never forget where you heard it first. This is Insider exclusively, breaking the silence, revealing what's truly happening behind the curtain. And I promise, this is just the beginning. Because in the NFL, the biggest moves are made in secrecy, until now.